A stunning revelation tonight that some LA area neighborhoods were showered with radioactive ash and dust from the 2018 Woolsey fire. This is contrary to what state officials told us 3 years ago. The massive fire, you might recall, started at the contaminated Santa Susana Field Lab, a former nuclear and rocket test site that has been the subject of ongoing investigation by our I-team, called LA's Nuclear Secret. Now Joel Grover has obtained a new study that shows high levels of radioactive contamination settled onto homes miles from the burning field lab.
In the weeks after the Woolsey fire, Jenny Knack was part of a team of volunteers that collected samples from homes up to 10 miles from where the fire started at the Santa Susana Field Lab. They collected dust from car filters, ash off windowsills, soil from backyards where kids played. Knack has a background in data collection, but is also a mom who lives in Simi Valley, just 5 miles from where the Santa Susana Field Lab is located. As the I-team has reported for years, the field lab, where the Woolsey fire started, is contaminated with radioactive and chemical waste from decades of rocket tests and nuclear accidents. What were your fears?
The fears were that radioactive and chemical contamination were being carried by wind and smoke.
Just days after the Woolsey fire started, the State Department of Toxic Substances Control, or DTSC, issued this statement saying, "We do not believe the fire has caused any releases of hazardous materials associated with contamination at the site." Did you believe DTSC when they said, "Don't worry about the ash from the fire"?
No, I wanted to, but no.
A team of world-renowned scientists wanted to find out for sure. Dr. Marco Kaltofen, who has studied environmental disasters around the world, led the research. Kaltofen recruited people like Jenny Knack to collect 360 ash, dust, and soil samples in the weeks after the Woolsey fire, analyzed them for radioactive particles, and just released their study in this peer-reviewed article. Is it clear to you that the radiation found in some communities was from SSFL?
The data left very little doubt. Radioactive contamination from SSFL was spread into some of the outlying communities during the fire.
The majority of samples collected showed just background or normally occurring levels of radiation, but 11 samples showed significantly elevated levels of radioactive materials. The worst sample was found 9 miles from the field lab in Thousand Oaks, at 19 times above normally occurring levels of radiation. For years, doctors have told the I-team they're concerned about radiation that can migrate from Santa Susana to neighboring communities.
If the wind is blowing and carrying radiation from Santa Susana, it doesn't stop because there's a fence. There's absolutely a link to radiation and cancer.
One of the most contaminated sites in California.
As the I-team first reported in 2015,
every single house on my street had cancer.
Many people who live near Santa Susana believe their cancers were caused by radioactive and chemical dust. How many think your cancers or cancers in your family are related to Santa Susana?
I do.
But most of the contamination still remains, according to government documents.
We can't lessen the cleanup standards because it will continue to move off-site. Whatever we leave up there has the potential to move in wind, fire, and rain.
Boeing is the current owner of most of Santa Susana. The I-team asked Boeing to talk to us for this story. Instead, the company sent us a statement saying, "Cleanup at Santa Susana will continue to follow California law. The transformation of Boeing's land at Santa Susana from a field lab to open space is well underway." The DTSC also wouldn't talk to us, but sent a statement saying Cal EPA and DTSC have also been participating in non-binding mediation with Boeing to hold Boeing accountable to its 2007 cleanup obligations. Neither DTSC or Boeing would comment about Dr. Kaltofen's study. Kaltofen says his big concern is that another wildfire could eventually burn through Santa Susana before much of the contamination is cleaned up.
We could see that the more contaminated parts of the laboratory might be burned in the next fire. This is what we see when the lesser radioactive places burn. I don't want to be there if the more radioactive places go up.
For the I-Team, I'm Joel Grover.